Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to show you guys. This is my Windows 7 operating system here, right? So I've seen a few times where persons have encountered problems with hackers getting on their PCs. Then after a few days or so, basically they restart their PC. Then they look, there's a password, a startup password they get on the computer, all right? So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put that startup password on and show you different ways of seeing if we can remove this specific startup password. All right. So everything type there. So basically, this is the location they'll go to actually pull up. They're going to run. Basically, pull the file up. It's a SAMlock tool. It's built in from Microsoft, so it's not something you can say, you know, it's a bad thing. It's a good thing for extra security. So what they'll do is go to password setup, right? As I said, this is a startup password. So for example, just gonna use 1234. Yeah, keyword's not logged in. 234. 1234. Right. So they'll basically go in, put in a random password that you want off. All right. Click on OK and set to database. Alright, so as you can see, a password was set, but not a user password. Alright, this is a SysKey password. So if I go into user accounts, user, yep, test and administrator, but no password, right? Right, so it's create password for account. So this is not a user password that you use to log into the computer. Alright, so let's see if we can go ahead and do a restart. Alright, and let me show you exactly what will come up. Alright, so this is a extra security in a sense, because after the BIOS comes up, the little screen here with the Dell logo comes up, or the brand of the computer comes up, it should come up and ask for the SysKey. Alright, so let's see if it actually prompts for the SysKey. Alright, okay. Alright, so here we go. Okay, there we go. So this is what will actually pop up. Basically, it'll say start a password with a key. You don't know that password, you don't know what it is. It just came up on your computer. You said, oh, I never used that password. They'll tell you that, hey, we've locked your computer now. You need to pay us a percentage amount of money, and it'll tell you the password and get you unlocked so you can get your data. You'll be there trying random passwords, clicking OK, trying to enter things, nothing's going through, it's not letting you in. Then the computer will turn off once you've tried it multiple times and it fails to go through. Alright, so as you can see here, it's doing a reboot process. You need to take that disk out. Right, so now you get an error like this, startup repair, or you get a problem. So why don't we go to learn startup repair? Alright, this is a quick solution that I've found. Hopefully this will actually help persons out there who are going through the same problem. Alright, so alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can wait for it to load up. This is on a Windows 7 though. Every operating system is different. I'll see if I can get tutorials for all operating systems so everyone has assistance there. Alright, so it's loading files. Alright. So for one, that's SysKey, right? There's a few ways to change it, outside of Windows or basically from a recovery disk itself, like a recovery disk where you can pull up particular files. Is there a particular file that you're looking for to make changes to? It's called SAM. It's in the system. Here's it again, system 32. So you're going to Windows folder, system 32. Config, and then there you'll see the SAM file. You need to replace this. It's similar to a system restore, but you're manually doing it. Alright, there's another shortcut, right, which I'm seeing if I can get to show you here today. Alright, so this alright, so it's gonna just restart. It says startup repair, so it's gonna try to fix the problem, but we know it won't fix the problem. Yeah. So it's gonna restart and see if it gives us. Alright, so just waiting for it to load. There we go, and ask for the password again. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to see if we can get into basically into a Windows operating system, the recovery settings. Alright, so I've already have the disk in. If you punch the F8, you basically get the recovery menu for Windows 7. For Windows Vista, the same thing, and things change for Windows XP. But for Windows 8 and Windows 10, it's literally totally different, because they come with a same recovery console, but more features. Alright, so from there you can go to command prompt, just the same, just looks a bit different. So after the computer turns off multiple times, it will say you need to go to recovery, startup repair is running. They give an option to go to recovery, and from there you'll get different options, but I'll just see if we can get some a video done for you, so you'll be able to see exactly what it is. So what I want to get to right now is, let me see what options I have here. Alright, so as you can see, for this one, I don't have the recovery option, so I can't go to repair. I can go to safe mode with command prompt, but that won't work because it's going to ask me to log in. Alright, let's see if this will help, which is basically like similar to a system restore, but this never really helps though. So what we're trying to do is restore the PC back to a date before this particular event happened, when they came onto the PC and put the syslock or the lock screen on the computer. You can't just format the PC and take everything off and it will fix, but you're just going to lose your data if you format the computer. So we don't want that. Alright, so here we go. So basically I've loaded to the disk right now. As I said, I don't have the repair option, so I've loaded to the disk to see if I can get the command prompt open. Alright, for every computer you have an option at the top that says repair computer. That's the option you're going to go for. But for now I'm going to have to load from the disk. So we're going to go next. Alright, we're going to go repair my computer. Alright, we're going to load the Windows 7 because that's the one we want. I think it shows that option. Alright. So I'm just gonna stop that. We don't want to do the repair. So from there, it gives us an option to load to the recovery console. So I'm gonna just go to command prompt. Right. So this is what we need open. Okay. All right. All right. So as you can see here, as I mentioned, so I've got this open. So this is where we wanted to get to. All right. So for once, this, as I said, is the easiest way to remove the SysKey, because we're gonna replace the files. Alright. Alright, so first of all, we want to know what is the letter or drive letter assigned to your computer. Alright, so we're going to just do a quick command here. There are a few other commands that are a bit quicker, but we're just going to use this one here. Let's see. Go to dispatch. It's going to pull up a little command here. I type list volume. Oh, typed it wrong. Alright, so basically from here you can see the different volumes and letters and system. Alright, so this one here, volume 0E letter, that's the CD drive. As you can see, your type CD drive. Healthy, right? volume 1 is C, but that says system rest. It doesn't have the reset on it, but that's a reserve drive though. That's partition, and it's 100 MB, so that's not the hard drive. So volume 2, letter D, right, that's the name of the hard drive. So this one is the name of our hard drive, so you need to write that down or just keep it in remember there. Alright, so we know the drive letter for the drive that we need to access to get the files is drive letter D. So we're going to egg type exit, because we need to get out of the command here. Alright, so now we're going to type, alright, I'm going to type some commands here. So C, D. Alright, so I said D was our drive letter. And I'm a bit slow with the commands here. Alright, Windows 32. These are the location to the files. Alright, so wonderful. So that's the command we're going to type in. So this is basically where we need to go. So the CD creates us there, carries us there. So in this file where we are right now, this is where all the settings are. I can show you real quick the SAM file. Right? So right here it says SAM. This is what the SAM log changed. So this is what we need to replace with the same files or folders in here. That's called regback. There's a restore point for that file. So let's see if it works. I didn't create a restore point for the computer, so we may have a bit of an issue, but let's try. Right, so we're gonna copy. So alright, so basically once we've actually finished with the checking the files, as I said, the SAM file is the one we're gonna need, right, as before. Alright, so I actually went ahead and just added in the commands required. Right, so I'm going to tell you exactly what we need to type. So we've already gone through the process of adding in where we are, finding the drive letter, exiting, find the SAM file. If you notice the dates here, 28, and this folder here, which is the regback, is where the 27 version the date 27 version is. Alright, if you notice, alright, so what we need to do is go into the regback, right, folder, and take the files out and put it in the SAM, replace it with the SAM folders. Alright, so let me show you exactly where in type. Just don't worry about those. Just double checking a few things there. So what we're gonna have to type is, let me scroll all the way down. Or just checking through the directories, make sure we're in the right location. So here's what we're gonna type. So you can type robo copy. Right, make sure you write this down. I'll add everything in the video itself. Alright, so you're going to type first the location you want the files from. So you're going to put D:// and the Windows System 32 config regback. Make sure you put the quotations so it understands where the source is. Then now the destination, right? So put D, and the destination is config. So remember I showed you the regback 27, they have the files and we need to replace them here. Alright, so type the location in with config space and put a little slash here with E. E just added in to let them know that we're copying all files and contents on the page. So once you type this in right here and hit enter, you'll get this little form here. It'll show all of these are all the files, the SAM files and everything extra. So these are the SAM logs, the SAM everything. So let's scroll down here. Alright, so once it's finished copying, it'll give you basically this right here. Right, tell you that hey, the file copied over, there are no fails, right, no mismatch, there's one skipped. Alright, so that's for directory though, right? Files for skip, there's none skipped. There's total of 15 files, copied 15 and extra, so there are 4 extras. Alright, So once you see this, basically copies all the files and everything in. So now what I did, when we went back to the Windows System 32 config, I put dir just to see what's inside of the folder. And if you notice here, where regback is, it's the 27. Look at the SAM file, it's the 27. They're both having the same date. Alright, remember, let me scroll all the way up to the top. Please don't get confused. If you're having any issues, you can just leave it in the comment. Alright, if you notice, SAM file 28. So the regback SAM file is now here in, let me scroll down here, it's in there now. So now we basically right there and then did a restore on the computer through the command prompt. Alright, let me go exit. Alright, so let's test our theory. Let's see if everything goes as is. So we're going to restart. Yes. Haha. Alright, so basically what I just showed you is to remove the SysKey or SysLock or startup password that a hacker got into your computer. You can basically remove it from here. Once you go to command prompt, there you go, I'm logged in. Alright, there we go. Alright, wonderful. Alright, so any video, anything you want me to research on, any issues you're having, I want you to just leave it in the comment section. Leave it in a check. I'll link a website to my blog where you can see some of my fixes. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and thanks again.